Hello, this is my first booktube video. I'm gonna give this a go. Welcome to Novels with Nat. My name's Natasha, and I thought in this video we can talk a little bit and you can get to know me and give a little bit of an introduction to the channel. I've got my drink, I've got a tea, so get yourself a drink and let's talk for a little bit. So why did I want to start this channel? So I'm a regular viewer of Booktube. I love watching Booktube videos. I feel like it's such a great community, and being able to watch other people who enjoy reading all different kinds of books and getting different recommendations is always motivating to me and makes me excited to read. So I thought, why not give it a shot myself and start a channel? So what is it about reading that I love so much? I think, like most people, reading is a form of escapism. It's so fun to dive into different characters' lives and get different perspectives. I'm also just a big lover of learning in general, and I feel like you can learn so much from reading, not just nonfiction, but fiction as well. So a little bit about me. I read roughly 120-ish books per year, give or take. The main genre I tend to gravitate towards is mysteries and thrillers, but I also read a decent amount of sci-fi, literary fiction, magical realism, and horror. So what genre intimidates me? For me, it's definitely fantasy. Earlier this year, I did read my first, I would say, fantasy, and it was Fourth Wing. I did enjoy it. I gave it 3.5 stars, I believe. I would like to continue with the series and branch out a bit more. So I think this channel will be great to connect with other fantasy readers and maybe get some tips and advice of where you think a new fantasy reader should start, or any kind of recommendations you might have. That would be amazing. So next I want to talk about what are some of my book-related goals that I set for myself this year. I always try to set myself a few goals for the year to kind of focus my reading and make sure that I'm keeping on track with what I want to be prioritizing that year. For 2025, the first goal that I had, that we talked about a little bit already, is to branch out my reading genres. The two genres that I really have not focused on at all in my reading journey would be fantasy as well as romance, and so I'm hoping to get to both those genres this year. My second goal is to take my time with reading, and I feel like a lot of the times, especially now with how accessible audiobooks are, it can be a bit of a habit to rush through books, and I'm not really taking my time and enjoying the character development and the prose and all of the different meanings that might be in the book, and I really want to focus on being more intentional about my reading this year and have it be more about quality over quantity. My third goal for 2025 is to buy less books. I have found myself in the past purchasing books far faster than I'm reading them, and then what that leads to is books sitting on my shelf for quite a long time, and by the time I get around to them, I'm no longer actually interested in them. And that's a bit wasteful. So I'm trying to make sure that the books that are on my shelf are all books that I'm currently excited about reading and that I can see myself getting to in the next 3 to 6 months. And that kind of leads into my fourth goal for 2025, which is to use my public library more. An approach that's really been working for me is I try to read the vast majority of my books from the library, and then if there's a book that I really enjoyed, gave 5 stars or 4 stars, and I want to own and keep on my shelves, then I will try to buy that book. And my fifth goal for 2025 was to connect with other readers. So what can you expect from this channel moving forward? I'm hoping to do a bunch of reading vlogs, book recommendations, some book hauls and book thrifting. I also really enjoy watching tier ranking videos, so I'm hoping to do a bunch of those as well as much more. So I thought we could talk quickly about what I'm currently reading. Right now I'm currently reading Frederick Bachman's A Man Called Uwe, I believe it's pronounced. I read Anxious People earlier this year and I absolutely loved it. I also really enjoyed the Netflix adaptation. So I saw this one at a thrift store and I had to pick it up, so I'm starting this one later today. I think it would be fun if anyone who happens to be watching this, if you could write in the comments what book you're currently reading. I would be very interested to know. So I think that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. It would mean the world to me if you would subscribe and join me on this new endeavor. Keep an eye out for videos coming from me very soon. Thanks again. Bye.